Hey, what's up, guys? Eli Fishman here with Talking Ball Interviews, back with another interview. And today we have Jon Duplantier, pitcher for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Jon, thank you so much for coming on today, man. Really appreciate it.
No sweat, man. Thanks for having me.
How you doing during this time? What's your situation, baseball-wise and, just living-wise?
I'm doing well, dude. Hopefully everybody else is doing just as well. I'm at home in Houston, my family's house. So it's me, my parents, my brother, all in the house, dog. We've just been hanging out, eating food, watching TV shows, playing dominoes. And then I'm still going to working out and staying in shape. So that's been nice as well.
What are you binge watching? What's going on?
Right now, my dad and I are watching Succession. We're watching Succession. We're in season 2 of that. But I mean, we've watched all. We watched Ozarks. What's the one? Outer Banks. Watched Castle Rock. We've watched Tiger King. I mean, probably like 3 other shows that I'm just failing to mention. But like, we've watched a ton of stuff, dude.
Right now, what are you missing most about, the professional baseball, the major leagues?
I mean, dude, my favorite part is walking out pregame. My favorite part is walking out pregame on days I'm not pitching. When I'm starting, so on days I'm not pitching, walking out pregame and like seeing kids down the line, and like people that just like they just want to sign ball or to take a picture. I mean, just sit there and like talk, right? And so you go out there and it's like, hey, what up? And it's like, dude, you just said what's up to me, and like you can see like this little girl or a little boy turn to their parents and they're like, he just talked to me. Like I just met this guy. And for some reason they think that's like the most special thing on the planet. And I'm sitting there like, dude, I'm just me, man. Like, but the fact that I can put a smile on somebody's face like that, like makes my day every day. If I'm having a bad day and I go out, I'll just like convince myself, yo, just go just go like joke around with some kids, man. Like I'll be in a good mood the rest of the day.
For you, I've always noticed that, you're one of the faces of the young ball players in the game. You're all over MLB's social media. You're on the MLB's YouTube all the time, on live all the time. We're on the MLB The Show tournament. What does that mean to you, to be one of the faces of the young generation of the game and be so active in the community?
It's a lot of fun, to be honest, to just be part of that. I mean, just even having the opportunities, the fact that they're asking me to do that kind of stuff, it's really a blessing. I'm just happy to do it. The thing about what we do is it's like we got 15 minutes of fame. Quite frankly, it doesn't matter what you're doing before that spotlight, and then quite frankly, when I'm done playing baseball, hopefully I have a lasting impact on society and on somebody's life after baseball. But like after baseball, who knows what I do, and who knows what kind of impact I can have post career. So I'm just trying to, I don't know how long it's gonna last. So I'm just trying to like take advantage and have as much fun and make as many people smile and do what I can while I can.
If you were to not be a baseball player, then what would your job be? What do you think you would be doing?
I think I would like to, I mean, like right this moment, if I couldn't pitch anymore, I'd probably want to be a baseball coach, a pitching coach specifically, preferably collegiate level. I think I want to be a collegiate baseball pitching coach. But outside of baseball, I have no idea. Um, yeah, I got nothing. Maybe an actor.
You made your MLB debut last year with the D-backs, was up with them for a good amount of the season. What'd you just take away from that first year in the big leagues and that MLB atmosphere that, all those kids dream of? You're on that mound, everybody's looking at you. That's everyone's dream.
Yeah. The biggest thing that I took away from last year was it doesn't matter, right? Like, it doesn't matter if you had a good game today rather, let's think about the present. In the present, it doesn't matter if I had a good game yesterday. It doesn't matter if I had a bad game yesterday. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters except for this moment. So like I had some stints where I was pitching good last year. I had some stints where I was pitching really bad. And my mind, I was on this roller coaster. And when I finally got to this point where, like, you know what happened yesterday doesn't matter, but today is different. My, my roller coaster kind of stabilized, and I was smaller, and I was like, okay, I can just be myself now. And it made it easier to perform because there's nothing like, especially the first time. There's nothing like the first time you run out on the big league field and there's 30,000 people. Especially like when you've been playing in front of a couple thousand, and that was like a good day. Like 4,000 people in the stands. Like, oh snap, there's some people in the stands today. But like 30,000, and then let alone when you're playing a big like a crazy spot, and it's like there's 45, 50. Like, woo. And if you can just kind of take away, like, okay, like it doesn't matter what these people are saying. It doesn't matter how many people there are. Like, all in all, it doesn't matter because it's the same game. It's always been. It's the same distances, and I got the same stuff. I'm still myself. Like, just be yourself.
For you faced a lot of the best teams. There's a lot of the best teams in that Arizona division. Who was the hardest out that you had to get? Who was the hardest hitter you had to face? I know you faced the Braves, so Acuna, and then the Dodgers, so Bellinger. Who was the hardest guy?
Um, for me, I think the best at bat somebody had against me last year had to be Rafael Devers with the Red Sox. It was my second appearance. Second appearance, our opening, our weekend opener at home, and he came up there and I threw him everything. He battled a 3-2. I had thrown him everything multiple times, and like some pretty dang good pitches, man. Like I was like, oh, that's a good pitch for sure. Nope, spit early, let it go. I was like, what's going on? And then he ended up taking a walk, and it was just a great at bat. He fouled off a whole bunch of good pitches, and I remember thinking like, okay, sometimes you make pitches and the hitters just win. Like it's gonna happen.
When you're in the MLB or in professional baseball for that matter, you get to do a lot of fun things. A lot of exciting people come to your games. Was there one celebrity story so far, or is there someone you met who you were completely starstruck by?
Not at one of our games yet, but in 2017 when I was in the Futures game, I hung around for the celebrity softball game, which was after the Futures game, and I didn't stay long, but I was kind of just on the field, and Christina Milian was warming up for the celebrity softball game, and I was like, yo, like I gotta take a picture with you because all my boys would be jealous. Because she's beautiful. She's so little though. But anyways, it was like one of the few times I've like walked up and like, hey, can I take a picture with you? Because I need to make my boys jealous. And so we took a selfie, and that's pretty much it so far.
Aside from this coronavirus, everything, if you were to be MLB commish for one day, if you were to take Manfred's spot, what would you do to the game? What would you do to make it more fun, exciting, or whatever you want?
I would have. I would get rid of the third strike rule. It doesn't make the game more fun, but it's just I think it's a silly rule. When you think about the real, if you think about it in reality, it's I throw a pitch so bad that you swing and miss, and the catcher can't even catch it, and then you get awarded first base. That just doesn't make sense to me, and to a lot of pitchers. So I think if I was commissioner, that'd be my first. That would be my first change.
When you leave the field, are you a big baseball guy? I've heard of some guys who are baseball 24/7, and the guys who the second they step off the field, no baseball. Which one are you? Are you in between?
I like to decompress. I like to decompress. I like to decompress that way. So I decompress quickly. So I give myself 15 minutes or 20 minutes to talk to my roommate, or if I have a roommate or to a buddy or family member, get whatever I need off my chest, and then I completely forget about it till the next day.
What's a message for a kid ball player? Is there one thing you've picked up, something that you preach that you would share to a kid?
Um, I'm on this kindness kick right now. No matter, because the thing is, if you're talented, right? Talent will get you so far. Talent will take you a long way, and hard work will take that talent and make that way even longer. The journey will be even longer if you have talent and then you put some hard work with it. But then there's another component that I've learned over the past couple of years, which is being just a good person, just being a good dude, being a good teammate, being a kind person. And if you put all three of those together, then the sky's the limit. Shoot for the stars. You never know, you might land on the moon.
When you're running out from the bullpen onto that mound, that good 40 seconds of just nothing really going on, you're jogging in, I'm sure your mind is absolutely racing. What are you thinking about? What's going through your head?
Mine's usually actually not racing. Usually it's just this. Yeah, most part it's just taking it all in. It's just taking it in. I mean, depending where you are, say it's a place you've never been, like San Diego. I know what it's like running from San Diego in New York, Arizona. Um, I know what those runs are like, and each time running it in, it's almost like, wow, this is like my playground. Let's go play. Like let's just run free, have fun. Look at all the people we get to play in front of today. I mean, usually when I'm running, it's more of a feeling of just gratitude with excitement. Like, all right, let's go. I just threw 25 pitches in the pen. We got to go. Yeah, I can't think of a time where I've been running in and thinking, okay, who's coming up? What am I going to throw? Like, oh my gosh, no, that's just we'll address that when it's time to address that. Right now, it's just okay, cool, it's go time.
Are you a big, innovations of the game? I mean, for pitching, like drive line and then pitching ninja, and then there's all the new things about, looking at spin rate and all that stuff. Are you a big innovations guy?
Yeah, I think there's a place for it for sure. All that stuff is valuable. I think pitching them just sick. That Twitter is awesome. And he has great content that, I mean, quite frankly, like you can learn from it. Like everybody just thinks it's just cool content to go out on Twitter, but like a lot of guys are learning from that stuff, and I think it's helping a lot of younger guys in the game get better at a quicker rate. Because you can see it and slow it down. And people are explaining it. He does collabs with different guys, but I think there's a place for all the Rapsodo driveline that information. I've also found myself where I'm like too deep into it, and it's almost affected me to the point where like, I gotta get out of I gotta get out of deep space here and kind of get back my feet on the ground. But there's some great information you can get from that.
All right, man. Thank you so much for joining me today. Really, really appreciate it. Best of luck to you. Hopefully, when this season starts back up, whenever we have baseball again, I'm sure I'll see you on that mound.
Cool. Appreciate it, bro.